Funding for what I do is provided in part by my generous supporters on Patreon, and by direct donations from viewers like you. Thank you! Hello everyone, Kelvin here, and today I'm taking a look at a new game, at least new to me. I found this on itch. It's just called Tux, and it's made in a game engine called Dry. So I thought at first that this was a Godot game, but no, it's made in a different engine. And the developer has also released some tools for making levels in 3D, which is really nice. You can just like plop models into there and just use them as assets for a level. And it comes with a few example levels here. So we're going to take a look at it. Currently you've got the Sardine Run, which is just Tux going out looking for fish. So you've got the Clearing, you've got Olympus, and you've got Roam About. I love that name, just Roam About. But yeah, these are basically just little open-ended levels where you search for fish. So using a gamepad, you can also use WASD to move around, and you can use the mouse to move the camera, but I'm going to be using the gamepad. So with the gamepad, you can use the stick to move around, and you can hold A to run. I think that the run button should be something that you can disable as an option, because having to hold it all the time has it's a bit tiring, especially when you're also trying to like press the jump and slide buttons, which are on opposite ends of it. But yes, you have a slide. So, unlike supertux Advance, you can start the slide in midair. There is a tiny glitch with it. If you go into a slide and then jump, pressing the button again will not work, because now the button is in get out of slide mode. So that needs to check if you're currently sliding instead of just having a toggle on itself. But sliding does feel pretty nice. You get a small boost from initiating it. Another issue I found with sliding, though, is that if you're sliding forward, controls feel fine. You can tilt in any direction. But if you're moving towards the screen, Tux will have inverted steering, and that's because the steering is based on where he's facing and not where the camera's facing. So I would definitely have a thing where it's like that axis of steering also gets rotated based on where Tux is relative to the camera. I do have to comment on this Tux model itself. His eyes look like they've seen some things. And he has like this awkward slouch. He also does not really have much of a jump animation. You could probably open up his blend file and, you know, just repose him on his keyframes to make better animations, so I'm not too concerned about that. I feel like that's just a thing that can just be done easily. Oh yeah, when sliding, if you bump into a wall, you'll be stunned for a moment. There is a helmet that you can pick up that will prevent this. I personally would rather have it where you'll bonk off without getting stunned, regardless of whether or not you got the helmet, and then with the helmet, you can use a sliding attack against like spike enemies or something. Or be able to bonk into environmental hazards without getting hurt. If they're, you know, aligned to a wall instead of like on the floor. So I feel like that would improve it a bit and make sliding less discouraged, because it does make you go faster. Currently your best way to go fast is to jump in and out of sliding. And as you can see, doing that runs the risk of you getting it. Well, you don't seem to get injured from it, but I think maybe health just hasn't been implemented yet. Also, this might be implemented in the future, but I'd really like to see controls being able to be remapped. As for actually moving Tux around, this is the best I've handled him in 3D ever so far. He doesn't have tank controls. Like this one other 3D game that was like based on Super Mario Galaxy, he had tank controls, and given that and the way the camera would tilt, it just felt awful. This feels perfect. Minus having to hold the run button all the time, Tux just moves so nicely. He's nice and easy to control. He has a bit of in-air steering. He has wall sliding. Now, the wall sliding animation only takes effect when you're sliding down and pressed against a wall. I'd say have the sliding animation only be when you're going down, but if you're going up, you should still be able to kick off. Because, you know, the player might think, oh, I'm going down enough, I should be able to do it, you know, as soon as possible. Or just, you know, be able to very quickly scale up an area like this without having to wait to be going down. I think that'll make him feel a bit more responsive. But beyond that, the wall jump is really nice. And you got the second stick to control your camera angle, so you can line things up, which makes tricky sections like this manageable. So that's nice. It's pretty interesting that the fog is the same color as the ground. I kind of get why that is, but at the same time, it feels like Tux is trapped in some kind of weird, surreal nightmare zone with this green fog off in the distance. It's like Tux is in the back rooms or something. It's, yeah, I'd rather just have a skybox and then just have everything fade out, like Lugaru does. I think that would be the best way to do it if that can be done. Thankfully, no falling damage. That's nice. So yeah, a few minor control changes and new animations for Tux, and definitely a better face. Those eyes. I mean, look at him. The slouch, his expression, he just looks defeated. He's like, why am I doing this? Why do we exist? Just to suffer? But, yeah, as far as actual 3D Tux platformers go, and the fact that there are tools readily available for creating new levels, I really do hope that we get to see more content for this game, so I definitely need to get the word out about this now. If you guys are interested in making some 3D Super Tux levels, go check it out. I will have a link to his itch page down below. This guy has made multiple tools. He's made several different games with this engine he's made. It's a fork of, I think it was called like Euro 3D or something. One I've never heard of before. But it's clearly got some good potential to it. So this dry engine, yeah, this might be what I use if I ever get into making 3D games, because it looks really nice. And from what I've seen of the source code, it's done in C. So that's nice. Unless I'm remembering, like, unless I'm remembering something different, but I'm pretty sure this is the one I saw that was done in C. I would like it if while sliding, jumping kept more of your momentum. Because then you could use that for long jumps. But, yeah, I definitely want to see more levels imported into this. As like a test, maybe try to port the overworld from Sulfur Nimbus into this engine, and see how well Tux handles like a big open area. Might need to like have some props and stuff for him to jump on. I've also seen some really nice model tile sets on Open Game Art for 3D levels. This is... okay, I didn't know that you could just... Yeah, he does not automatically get up after sliding. I didn't notice that. He'll just lay here. I mean, if there was some water, like some shallow water, and you could make him look like he's just playing in the water, that'd be cute. But yeah, he should definitely get up automatically when he stops moving. And, yeah, the get up action should be dependent on your current state instead of whether or not the button's been toggled. Coming over here. Oh. I've never gone behind here. What happens if we go through here? Okay, so the hitbox works both ways. It's just the rendering. Okay. Okay, so you can't get trapped in it like that. Alright, that's nice. I was afraid this would be like one of those things where like if you go in, you can't get back out. But no, we can do this. So, I'm going to set Tux walking off into the sunset, or the Eldritch Void set, whatever. So, thank you all so much for watching this. I really hope that this game just... You know, actually, no. Alright, so currently the gamepad does not affect the menus, but before I go, I'm going to show you guys the other levels that currently exist. So we're going to take a look at Olympus. And it's mostly just the clearing with some structures added in. He handles stairs nicely. These physics really are good. So yeah, here's the helmet I mentioned. So this is what I think the default sliding behavior should be. You just bonk. And then, like, if you've got the helmet, then tougher enemies can be beaten by sliding. I think that would be more satisfying. So, the story that's mentioned on the game's page is that Tux is looking for fish to feed his family, so I'm guessing the goal of each level currently is to collect every single fish. But it says I still have 86, so does that not change? Oh, that's remaining, okay. Okay, so yeah, that's remaining. So you just go collect all the fish. So gameplay-wise, currently, there's a lot of potential. It just needs some content given to it. So if anyone wants to get into 3D level creation, I will have links down below. Definitely try it out, and let me see what you make. I'll try playing it, or make some videos yourselves of it. Help get the word out about this, because this really is the best feeling 3D Tux I've played with so far, and I love it. I really want to see more of this. Oh wait, I'm already in the room around on it. Yeah, okay. So, alright, well, Tux, time for you to take the long walk off into the void, and I'm going to sign off and let everyone know where to find this thing. You can find this stuff on itch, links down below, and if you guys like what I do, you can support me on Patreon, links for that down below as well. I also have a GitHub if you'd like to see the source code for my own projects, and definitely share the video around if you enjoyed it. And, you know, do the other rituals to appease the algorithm, please. And, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys will join me next time. Bye!